gonna do the Oregon Trail. It's basically a rip-off of the Oregon Trail. And we're just gonna start a new game in normal mode. Solo, not co-op. And to, you know, play the game, it's gonna be not Clements, because we'll play the intro. For, you know, convenience sake. Pull back with the right stick to start aiming, press any button to fire. It's basically teaching you how to shoot, even though I played this game multiple times before, and I know how to do it. It's still fun every time. Clements is gonna save me. And I'm not Clements. My name is gonna be what it always is for apparent YouTube tutorials. Frick, I can't type in. Can't do booping. Pleasure's all mine, glop and boop. Listen, even with the two of us, we won't survive very long. Everyone I trusted died a while back. Do you know anyone we could count on in a pinch? I know one of them for sure. FaZe Buse. Lil Jimmy. Oh, you guys are gonna love me for this. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. There's a good chance if they're still alive, they will be at the shelter set up in DC. If they have any sense, that is. We're going to need a way to get around. I saw an old station wagon a few blocks back. Those things might not be very reliable, but you'd be surprised how roomy they are. Anyway, let's get moving. Pick your ride. I don't have any of the other rides unlocked, so default station wagon. Use the left stick to move, and I'm walking around. They even have targets for target practice. Practice moving and shooting before you get in the car. I shot the car. What's gonna happen? Alright, I think I got just enough fuel and food for us to make it to DC in this baby. Let's hit the road, I'll drive. Yes. 135 miles to Washington, DC. You're gonna be seeing a lot of this for the next few times in the game. For pretty much the entire time. Anyways, Clements says dysentery. Clements was bitten by a zombie. You are out of fuel. This always happens in the intro, by the way. Such wagon runs out of the fuel. You coast into the city. You can hear a radio blaring in a nearby window. Repeat, all survivors who still remain in Washington, D.C., the government has declared a Class 3 biohazard in the area. They will be commencing a nuclear strike within a few short hours. Get out while you can. The city is lost. Looks like we have a time problem. I'll go look for your friends at the shelter. Meanwhile, you should go scavenging for supplies. I've heard about a place on the west coast that is supposed to be a safe haven from all this chaos. Let's meet back here and head out. Here, take my journal. I've written down everything I know about surviving on the road. It should help you decide what you think we may need on the trip. And this is basically like the pre-game thing where you choose how much stuff you want. But there's a catch. More stuff you get, the less hours you have to escape the nuclear drop zone. So, first things first, you always want to get at least that. Always that, alright. Always at least 2 bars of fuel, 1 medkit, 1 battery, and then, yeah, the rest of that. Actually, I think you have to spend it all? Yeah, you do. So, just a little bit of everything. But most of the essentials. Your friends join the party. Wait, since when did I get a dog? Great, everyone's here. There's just one more thing. Back there on the road, one of those things bit me. Already not feeling too well, and I can't stand the thought of becoming one of them. You're gonna have to put me down. Why don't you keep my journal? It may help you out there. Good luck. And yeah, this happens every time. You can't avoid not killing him. It's so ridiculous because you can choose where to aim, and it's like, alright, just hold still. I'll get you eventually. Oh, I broke my arm. Ah. Do it just right.
Yes.
Shot him in the balls. What a way to go down. Glockenboo put down Clements. Choose your route. Now you can either go there are 2 routes that you can take on pretty much every road. But there are catches with them, so if you go this way, you get decent supplies and a V6 engine, 276 miles, light supplies, and faster reload. But there's a radiation warning, and it's farther away, so that's a minus. But you typically want to avoid the radiation unless there's something like really good there, so yeah. Phase Boost gets nervous and asks you to drive slowly. Well, that's just lame. Phase Boost was holding the map upside down. You go an hour out of the way. Phase Boost, what are you doing? Sorry for coughing, by the way. I don't know what the deal is. I think you see something going on in the distance. We get out of the car to investigate. Heck yeah, cause I wanna die. You hear the all too familiar cries which accompany a zombie attack, but this one sounds more intense than others you have experienced. Suddenly a door in the nearby SUV springs open and a man jumps out with a wild and panicked expression. He approaches you and begs you. My wife and children are in the school, please help us. Before you have a chance, he is off and running towards the school. Follow the man. Follow the man and enter the school. The floor is slippery and crimson red. You see the man duck into a classroom. The screams are coming from further down the hall. You enter and find the man cradling a young girl. She's covered in blood and isn't moving. The door creaks and you notice another child identical to the one the man is crying over. She's too busy eating a classmate to notice you. You grab the man by his arm and pull him up. He's in shock and can barely stand. The girl he dropped begins to move and he lets out a hysterical sound of elation. You yank at the man's arm violently as he cries out to his children. You drag him out of the room and he slips on the blood-covered ground. He's a wreck. You close the doors to the classroom. Drag his butt out. The man is a wreck and refuses to stand. You pull him across the blood-slicked floor, which makes the task easier. You pull him outside and barricade the front doors. Should be relatively safe for now. Check out his SUV. The SUV is well stocked. Loot the SUV. You grab some food, ammo, and fuel. That guy won't miss it anyway. I feel kind of bad about that, but at the same time I don't. Because zombie apocalypse, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. There's an awkward silence. because it's nighttime. Jake Paul left some food out. It has to be tossed. Way to go, Jake Paul. Nobody likes you. Logan Paul has measles. My favorite part. Jesus. Muffler dies on you, but you replace it from supplies. Yes. This is why you need this stuff. Pittsburgh. We have arrived at Pittsburgh. Now, once you get into towns, you can see that they have like shops and stuff. And you can do jobs for money. Typically the most easiest jobs you can do is hit and run. It doesn't pay you, but it's like for every 10 of those things you can kill in 40 seconds, I'll fix your car up. So if you kill like, I don't know, 100 of them in 40 seconds, he'll fix your car probably by like 10% or something. Graveyard ones, dangerous you want to avoid unless you have like everything you know you need. Basically the goal is hit as many zombies as possible, because if you don't, you're not gonna get your car repaired at all. Even though my car is in pretty good shape right now, I'm just gonna take it anyways, because the more health your car has, the better. You know? It's like the more the merrier. Move out of the way! You're all on the wrong side of the road. Dingbats. I did it. Station wagon gets a tune-up. And then there's the auto shop where you can buy supplies for your car. And then you can buy like the today's special, it's the upgrade. $43 for a V6 engine. Travel faster at the expense of the car. No thanks. Actually, you know what? Screw it. YOLO. Station wagon looks fine for now. You can buy you can buy certain supplies at the shops if you're running low. You can scavenge, trade with people, ration out food, do like, probably do medium rationing. You can do combat training. Never really done that before though. And then you can see all the upgrades. There are lots of upgrades to get. Just got the one for the front. You can set your pace, but the faster you go, the more you damage your car. The slower you go, the less you damage your car, but the more you run into things such as encounters, and you know, just go slower to your destination if you really need to get somewhere. Oh yeah, and you can pointlessly kill your party members. I mean, the only reason that's there is because if one of your party members gets zombified, they're pretty much gonna be dead. I mean, you can keep them alive for a long time if you have the right stuff, but whenever their health gets like really low, you need to kill them if you can't do anything, because if you don't, then they'll turn your whole party into zombies, and that's not good. Did that medkit just do nothing to Logan Paul? Oh my god, it did nothing. Welp. Zombie activity deadly, so we should probably rest. For like 4 hours. Rest. And you can go fish for food if you need to. And they have the stop button here so you can tell if you want to stop, because the zombies are getting less deadly. Stuff like that. Activity high. I will rest for like a little bit longer. Even though it's gonna drain my food a little bit. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, medium. I'm gonna go medium. Leave the town. And also, when you leave a town, you won't be able to return. Light supplies and action here. This is the only route you can take right now, so kind of forced to go. Oh frick. Oops. I'm making these episodes kind of short, so it's easier for me to edit. Also because it's, you know, easier for you guys to watch a short video instead of like a long 30-minute video. So, probably in like a few minutes I'll end this episode, but, you know, we just kind of got to get through all the tutorial and stuff first. This is like the tutorial episode. You must cross a horde of zombies in order to continue on the road. The horde is in front of you. The horde in front of you is currently moderate in size and appears to be agitated. So, get information about your choice. You can attempt to sneak through the horde if the zombies aren't very aggressive looking. You might be able to slowly drive through them without drawing their attention. You can also fight your way through. You will attempt to drive through the horde at top speed, firing from the windows as you go. A large and angry horde may still be able to overwhelm the vehicle. There are mercenaries nearby that might be willing to protect you for a nominal fee as you pass through the horde. So, wait to see if the horde disappears. Jake Paul no longer has measles. Still agitated. Breakout guns, clear path. Screw this. Let's go. Oh, dang it. We lost 5 scrap. It's not good. 248 miles to the mall. Well, alright guys. I think that does it for this episode. See you in the next episode then. I'm not really good at making intros or outros, so yeah. Well, the next episode will be coming shortly. See you then.